Still in Shenandoah National Park. This is my setup. Kind of did a real breakdown of the food I have right now because I'm about to be at another, well, not a wayside. There are 3 waysides in the park that have like grills that cook food. But this one, apparently, from the notes in my app, the wayside with the grill is not open, but the camp store, which is a mile away from the wayside, anyway, same name, is open. So the camp store is just a good place to resupply, but more importantly for me, it's a good place to plug in my stuff. And they have showers. Strangely, plugging in my phone is more important than a shower. But anyway, so I'll be stopping there today, so I wanted to take a look at the food I have to determine how much food I should buy there. I think I'm probably only going to buy food for today, for something cold or something hot for right now. But I started a new habit with my stove because down here, I mean, not being up in Maine or in New Hampshire, I don't have the birch bark to use to start the fire, which that stuff is so great for starting a fire. So I have to use my knife to make the curlies. So what I've been doing is when I'm done with the stove, so I generally use the stove at 7 in the morning and somewhere around 3 in the afternoon. It might be 2, it might be 4, whatever. So we'll say 7 and 3. So when I'm done with it, then I fill the stove with curlies then. That way they get a chance to dry out until the next time I use the stove. And it doesn't take long at all, just 2 minutes. Also, the stove cools down very quickly. So once I dump out today's fire, it's only a couple minutes before the stove is cool to the touch. So here's what I meant by preparing my curlies for my next fire. I use my knife right there to just scrape away at this. And it often works well if I get one that's at least 6 feet long. That way I can just stand it up like this and scrape my knife and make these. And these are good fire starters because there's so much wood there and there's airspace between itself even. That was awesome! One of my favorite features of the whole trail is when walking along water. And I was walking along this for a little bit. Now I actually have to cross it. Right? Don't you see it? Doesn't it look like the opening sequence of the TV show MASH? I actually got some confirmation yesterday because I had been thinking that occasionally as I look on these hills, especially where there are no signs of human development. And then I passed a through hiker yesterday, and she said, without me asking, that the terrain of Virginia is very similar to the terrain of South Korea. So even though MASH was shot in Southern California, it was trying to look like Korea. I feel like my feeling was confirmed by her telling me that this looks like South Korea. Oh, also, Pennsylvania does not have a monopoly on rocks, although this is just one section. And now that I look, I'm not even walking on the rocks. I'm walking on this gravel, I guess, that was installed here. But interesting rocky looking section. Let's see if we can. Anyway, we're still in Shenandoah National Park, moving along. Perfect weather. I guess I could have gone without the rainfly last night, but I was not able to get a weather report, so I did use the rainfly. Oh, these are the signs along the trail, at least here in the park. I'm not sure about all of Virginia. There are many of them, and they are helpful, although they're a little difficult to read because they are stamped metal, which I'm sure is very cost efficient, and I'm sure low maintenance. They probably last forever, but some places a little hard to read. Okay, see you down the trail.